What's up, guys? It's the Erie Better Beer Bureau back at you with another beer review. I'm Pat.
And I'm Maury. Today we've got a recent release from brewery Ommegang out of Cooperstown, New York. This is the three Philosophers, but this time they did a wine barrel-aged version in cans. And here it says a blend of quadruple and a Belgian Kriek ale with cherries aged in red wine barrels. Let me see if they got a... Looking for an ABV. 9.3% alcohol. Alright, so Pat and I, of course, have had regular three Philosophers quite a few times over the years. We've been drinking craft for a minute. But we've never had the wine barrel, so we'll go ahead and get into it and we'll let you know what we think. Cheers.
Alright, it tastes like three Philosophers.
Yeah, a lot. Right up front, I thought I got the wine like right away.
Faded out.
And then all of a sudden it was just super smooth.
Yeah.
But hey, that was the first sip. We'll go back in. That's still where I get the wine.
Yeah. I do get kind of a dryness on the back end that isn't present in the regular three Philosophers.
I think that's from resting in the oak too, you know? And for me, that wine note, that grapey note is right at the front end, and then I feel like the base beer just kind of takes over, but you are left, like Pat said, with that kind of oaky dryness on the back end.
Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of drinks like three Philosophers, but with a different first sentence in the last, epilogue.
Right, yeah. I almost wish we had a regular three Philosophers sitting right here for comparison reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe, it'd be easier to pick out. But Ommegang, as most of you who probably know who've had the Game of Thrones beers and whatnot, everything they do is kind of subtle. If the beer is barrel aged, I don't feel like they age them for very long because it's usually not a deep character. And I don't know if there's any details on there about how long this rested in wine barrels, but
3 months.
yeah, I was just going to say, literally, I doubt more than a few months. So 3 months in the wine barrel. If it was me, I'd have left it in there a little longer just to let that wine character, to differentiate between the base beer and this one a little bit. It's there a little bit, I think, but like Pat said, it mostly drinks like three Philosophers, which isn't a bad thing because it's a good beer. But
this is a tasty beer. Regular three Philosophers is great. I'm kind of looking for a little more barrel character out of this. Just whenever you advertise something as being wine barrel aged, you tend to want to pick up a little bit more of the wine barrel in it. That being said, it's an enjoyable beer. It's very smooth. It's very balanced. It's slightly sweet. It's slightly oaky. It's pretty tasty. To the style, I'll give it a 3.75 out of 5.
all right, yeah, I mean, like Pat said, it's a well-made beer, just as three Philosophers is. It's got a pretty nice carbonation level on it. I get faint wine and a faint dry oakiness that's definitely there. But honestly, if someone would have busted this beer out on me blind, I don't think I would have guessed that it was barrel-aged. You know what I mean? Maybe from that little dryness of oakiness, maybe from that hint, but there's a very good chance that I wouldn't have picked up on it. That tells me right there, it's not, if you're going to make a different version and say that it's wine barrel aged, I think it needs more wine for sure. That being said, I think I'm still going to give it a 4. I'm right in that ballpark where Pat is, but it's a well-made beer to begin with, and if it had those things that I wanted it to have, then I would go up from there. For sure, but I'm gonna round up and give it the 4. But it's a pretty good beer, and that's all there is to say about it. Until next time, cheers. All right, we got to do the. Oh, hey, jeez.
There's a Maury maneuver of 5 or so.